outside of this evil temple, Snake Mountain, there are forces of evil warring against forces of good all over the mountainside, all over the valley of Snake Mountain. Who is going to win? Is it an even fight? Who is going to come out victorious? Well, the villains have a new monstrous vehicle on their side. It is the Land Shark. That's what we will be reviewing today.
Super Dave here with another Super Dave review. Super Dave here with another exciting special review of another Masters of the Universe Origins vehicle. That's right, Skeletor's Land Shark, the evil monster vehicle. And check out that box art on the front and that awesome box art on the back. It is menacing. It looks intimidating, and it looks like a good size. So again, just like we did with Stridor, I want to see if this Land Shark will look good with the Revelation figures and the Classics figures. Let's go outside here
at Snake Mountain and see what a land shark is all about.
And here we are outside of Snake Mountain, this menacing place of evil where there are a lot of figures warring it out here, battling it out here, as of course we are looking at today our Land Shark. Taking a look at this Land Shark, and there's no accessories really to speak of, so what we're going to do is just take a look at how it moves and then see what kind of action figures will go inside of it. So let's start with that. So let's look at our Land Shark, give it a spin here. You see those massive orange teeth. This has almost a lavender, purplish type head and body. And then those grayish, dark grayish blue tank type treads, and these are all non-moving parts here because there's moving wheels on the bottom, and then there's the wheels that control his action feature of being able to go open and close that mouth. You can see how that works here. As you roll it along the ground, his mouth opens and closes, and so that is really cool. And so that's one moving part, of course, his mouth, and then the other ones are these laser cannons. They will go back about that far, or go up about that far, and then they will go down that far. About right there. That hits here, and then that hits back there. So that's how far those will go. And of course, there's another one identical, and you have to snap one of these on out of the box, and you had to snap on one of the treads. It just snaps right on, very easy to do. You see the control panel on the inside there is a big sticker, but it has some neat looking controls that look very Filmation. You see there's a pretty good amount of room in here, so I'm hopeful it's going to work with both Revelation and Classics figures. But this guy is awesome. You see the little shark fins on the side, or gills I should say. You can see the pattern on the top. There's some neat rivets and vents and mechanical looking plates there. There's an engine on the back that has like the stickers that look like it's firing there, like a grill on either side there. Those stickers looks really neat, that engine. So it's really cool. There's these handles where the action figure can hold on here, so it looks like it's only going to fit one action figure, but it's a massive size vehicle, especially for the Origins. Now I'm going to go ahead and show that first. We have Skeletor here, and you see him standing alongside of this massive vehicle. You can basically see what he looks like here. Let's go ahead and stand him up over here. So there you have your Skeletor beside the land shark and you kind of get an idea. It's kind of short, but it's long. It's a big vehicle. All right, let's go ahead and put him inside of it. And here's Skeletor, the origin Skeletor, inside of the land shark, and his arms are not quite long enough to reach those handles. So that's interesting to note, but he certainly looks good in there. He's looking great in there. He can certainly sit in there very well and look forward and control this land shark and fight, and that's really cool. So that's obvious that the origins, that it's made for the origins, will fit in there. Now let's take a look at a Revelation figure, and here's our Revelation Skeletor beside the land shark, and that has the Hordak MX Jose, who makes those custom head on that one. But he's excited about the land shark. He's like, oh, a new vehicle. So he's excited about the land shark. And let's see how he looks inside of it now that you see what he looks like standing next to it. And here is our Revelation Skeletor inside of the land shark. And I will tell you that it was quite complicated trying to get him inside of it, getting his feet down in there. Matter of fact, you can see if you look really closely down in there, his feet almost have to come through those holes that lead to it, the inside of his mouth area, and it's still hard to just get him positioned. He's not fully seated in the seat, kind of like what we had the issue with Stridor, but he's in there enough that he looks like he's seated. He can even look like he's pressing the buttons there on the control panel and turn him somewhat to the side, but he's got the same issue. His arms are not long enough to grab a hold of those handles. I tried, and every time I tried, it just pulled the hands off. His arm. Now, if you're going to have him seated and you can't get him to crunch forward enough to grab hold of those handles, if you're going to have him seated, he is not going to be able to and really there's no way to do it otherwise. I mean, there's no way for him to touch or to grab hold of those handles in there. So again, it may just be a hair small for him, but I think it'll work. Matter of fact, if you look at this guy with the mouth open as such, it really adds some size to him, and I can see this Skeletor working out fine with this land shark if that's something that you're interested in doing with him. So that is really, really cool. Let's try a classics figure, one of the Club Grayskull Filmation style mermen. Let's try him. And here we are back at Snake Mountain, where Skeletor is barking orders at Merman and telling him to get in that land shark and go after those do-gooders. And same issue here. You can get him down in there pretty good, but his arms are not long enough to grab those handles. But you can see that he's not too bad. Doesn't look half bad. This Filmation style classics Club Grayskull Merman. He's about the same size as some of the other classics, so you're going to get an idea there. All right, thank you so much for joining us for this review. Please like, comment if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't. And we hope to see you back here next time for another Super Dave review. Enjoy these photos in the photo gallery.